Welcome back. I hope that the session with Stefano was interesting and that ngMock will help you out in your next project to set up a dummy backend for either your end-to-end testing or just if you want to develop your application while somebody else is working on the backend functionality, or just in case you want to look at that later on. In the meantime, I've modified our application. I got rid of the two special event fields and I've added a new price field. I've also modified our manage events. I've also modified our manage events list. I've added the price column as well as an action column with the delete button that is not working right now. In our code, I've added Angular mocks to our index.html and I've included the app.run.mock.js that Stefano showed you in the previous section, but I modified that a little. So we have a new pass-through that will basically be used for the backend. We have a new folder that contains our file, our app.run.mock.js. And I've also initialized the list of events, so we're no longer using a JSON because this will be simulating our backend, so all the events are coded inside it. Everything else is pretty much identical to what Stefano showed you. In our add event, I've just added the usual form group containing our custom ng class and validation for the price that is required. In the event list, I'm displaying as well the price, and I have this new header for the actions with a button that does nothing. The ng click is empty right now. And I've also added to the price a currency filter, and I defined that the price is expressed in dollars. In our event factory and in our controller, I got rid of everything that concerns the queue service because we don't need it for our REST API interaction. But anyways, when you have to chain promises and do some kind of advanced elaboration, you can use the methodology I showed you in the $Q lesson. In our controller, we're now getting the data as we did previously, so it will be initial data.data. And in our get all events inside the event factory, I'm just returning the HTTP get call result, the promise, and then calling the events address. These events will be catched by the HTTP backend implementation that will respond with the events array. With that in mind, let's move into the next lesson and let's start modifying our service. We're going to create an update API and a delete one as well.